My name is Sergio Gonzalez.
I'm 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 Sergio Gonzalez. I'm Sergio Gonzalez.
I'm Sergio Gonzalez.
I'm Clark Kent.
And I'm Sergio Gonzalez. Thank you for joining us this evening. With freedom of the press being targeted across the country, its trickle-down effect can be felt even here, locally at Cal State Fullerton. Our reporter Giselle Medina has the story.
And do you know whose birthday it's also this Saturday? Our producer, Jaden Fernandez.
My gosh. Hopefully that can actually inspire some of these teams to get a win here.
I agree.
Yeah. What do you think is his future at UCLA?
I think his future is very bleak in the fact that we won't see him at UCLA in over a month, frankly. And it's very disappointing, but also it's just the trajectory of where UCLA's program has gone. We've seen a lot of turmoil from UCLA this season where their coaching staff has just been flipped.
Sending it back to you, Giselle and Sergio.
How performative of you, my friend, but not surprising either. U.S. airlines canceled more than 2,500 flights over the weekend as the federal government shutdown continues to strain air traffic operations. The FAA says flight reductions began at 4% across 40 airports, but could jump to 10% by Friday if the shutdown isn't resolved. Yeah, so UCLA just took in Bob Chesney, who comes in from James Madison. He has led that program to become a winning program and out of the blue. James Madison is not a school that people consider when talking about college football, and he's suddenly had them in talks for the college football playoff. The issue is almost a bit disrespectful towards what the White House was built for, I would say. I mean, a ballroom, $300 million, like you mentioned, that is a ton of money. Oh, sorry. It's been a really stressful time with finals and all, and I have a paper due tonight, so. As he mentioned, today is the first day of October, which means it's officially spooky season. However, I'm still spooked as to why it is not sweater weather just yet. The cohesion of Cal State Fullerton sports can be incredibly difficult to sustain, especially when you look at factors such as school spirit, NIL, and the fact that Cal State Fullerton is labeled as a commuter school. Over 40,000 students go to Cal State Fullerton, and only 5% of those live on campus. With that being said, many students may want to go back home after a long day of school, and that makes sense, especially when this is where the basketball arena is located. We are Georgia! Signs flew high, speeches were shared, and chants blared throughout the country as a reported 7 million people marched across 2,700 No Kings protest on Saturday, marking one of the largest protests in the nation's history.
We're here to show up, to demonstrate the fact that there are this many people willing to come out across the country who believe like we do.
People of all ages and backgrounds united to denounce President Donald Trump's administration, demanding proper equity and representation in America.
Thousands of Americans are right here at the Capitol building in Washington, D.C., including Bernie Sanders, expressing urgency for democracy and in protesting the crowd.
As nurses, one of our core values is compassion, and this administration has made it very clear that it doesn't care about working people, especially immigrants. And so I'm a labor and delivery nurse, and so with this administration, one of the things that we see firsthand that's going to be harming our patients is the cuts to Medicaid.
Signs slammed Trump's policies on social justice, condemning his stances on numerous issues, including his demands on immigration. Protesters also had their own methods of mocking Trump.
The whole point is to show that these people in full military outfits or full military are policing the people in animal costumes to show that it's a joke.
Amid the political unrest and a day of voices being heard, it remains hard to look past the collective anxiety among the nation.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe that we are this close to an authoritarian dictatorship.
Reporting with OC News, I'm Sergio Gonzalez.